31-year-old Tristian Hamilton, better known by his rap name FBG Cash, had just returned back to Chicago, following a trip to LA and most recently Houston, Texas. In the early morning hours, he was driving around in a Ford Edge with a sleeping female passenger, when two suspects made their move. In a targeted attack, a black Cadillac rolled up. Not leaving him any time to react, two shooters hopped out, and immediately began unloading into FBG Cash's car. In just a few short moments, 23 shell casings, including 14 from a rifle, had been left scattered on the ground. Bullets flew, as FBG Cash leapt from his car, attempting to run from the onslaught of gunfire. Sources revealed that he had returned fire, with a mixed assortment of casings found at the scene confirming this. However, FBG Cash was outnumbered and outgunned, with the end result being tragic. Upon being notified through a shot spotter alert, CPD stumbled upon a chaotic crime scene. They discovered FBG Cash lying face down in a patch of grass, showing no signs of life. Nearby, his passenger was found sitting traumatized on a curb, still bleeding, with a tourniquet quickly being applied to her left arm to stop the excessive bleeding. The victim relayed to investigators that she was awoken by the sound of gunfire, alongside a sudden feeling of pain in her arm. More information surfaced when a nearby witness told police that a black four-door Cadillac had accelerated away from the scene, being seen driving westbound. Unsurprisingly, the early morning gunfire had awoken local residents, who found bullet holes in their parked cars. To them, it must have been like something out of a horror movie, with at least one resident taking photos of FBG Cash as he lay on both the ground and gurney. Taken to hospital, FBG Cash would be officially declared deceased just over half an hour later, himself having been shot a total number of 13 times. His female passenger, who at one stage was reportedly in critical condition, miraculously made it out of the incident with no life-changing injuries. Still, the mental scarring will likely remain with her forever. Judging by the seemingly premeditated nature of the attack, FBG Cash had been the intended target. He was no stranger to his opposition within the city, and first rose to prominence when it emerged that he dated Black Disciple artist Chief Keef's mom. He'd even gone so far as to post a photo with Chief Keef's daughter, demanding cash in return for posting a photo of him bottle-feeding the young girl. In fact, in more recent times the rapper had been stirring up drama with his song lyrics, music videos and behavior. All of these are all plausible theories as to why he fell victim to the gun violence plaguing the city. Just hours before he was murdered, he can be seen turning up to music in the studio, wearing the exact same hoodie in which he passed away in. Somehow, his killers had figured out or had been sent his location. Internet speculation points to the female victim setting him up, and although this sounds way too risky for her, a shooting weeks prior would have her looking even more guilty. A strangely similar shooting weeks prior to his death would have Cash being shot whilst at a red light. Cash was the passenger, and the lone gunman had shot out the back window. In this shooting, FBG Cash was reportedly with the same exact female. It makes you question why he would even risk meeting her again after this shooting, and this is puzzling in and of itself. And to make matters worse, he later admitted that it seemed as though she'd made a call to someone, implying that it was a jealous partner or ex-partner. Not long after, he was ambushed at the red light. Back to his murder case, and there was even speculation that his car was tracked using Apple AirTags, although the validity of this claim is up for debate, as there was only one article reporting on this information. Whatever the method, the shooters had some intel, and as this is Chicago, anyone can get got at any time. Another more public incident that could explain FBG Cash's murder comes from February 2022. FBG Cash would post a now infamous photo of himself posing in front of the mural of rival rapper King Von. The deceased rapper had been killed back in 2020, with the mural serving as a tribute to the young artist who died in Atlanta, Georgia. FBG Cash would quote lyrics from his own song titled, "Back Again 2 Times. The lyrics were typical of the Chicago drill scene, but super disrespectful considering the fact that FBG Cash had driven over to Parkway Supermarket, just to stir the pot and create more controversy. Ultimately, the decision to do this just made him more of a target, with Cash going back and forth in song lyrics with King Von's close friend Lil Durk, likely trying to gain more attention for his music career. Without much evidence for any of these theories, naming names and putting people in the frame is risky. The truth can be hidden for a time, but it always comes to light in the end. FBG Cash is gone, but the moral of the story is this: by living life with zero concerns for your safety, you end up putting yourself in risky situations. When you choose to put out bad energy, either in music or on social media, you become a prime target. All of the mockery, dissing and public attention-seeking behavior only curses you. Not only can nobody say for certain who pulled the trigger, but everyone is left to wonder what the exact reason was. Take one look at Cash's Instagram page, and you'll see fans of the opposing groups poking fun at him, laughing at his demise. It is easy to forget that Tristian Hamilton had children, and it is even more surprising to see that he never toned down his behavior, continuing to diss and mock in a city, which time after time shows the same outcome. Hamilton must have known that his behavior was reckless, but he made the mistake of thinking that staying strapped would keep him safe. Being that he was 31, he probably felt a false sense of invincibility, as he had made it past 30, something which is tragically rare when you're a gang member actively dissing the opposition. Regardless of who caught him slipping, it really is a lose-lose scenario. FBG Cash is gone, his children now don't have a father, and when his killers eventually get caught or told on, they'll have to spend life in prison. Hopefully you can learn from his story, and not make the same reckless and bad decisions. Thanks for watching, and rest in peace to FBG Cash.